It's the National Football League on EA Sports as we get set for a Super Bowl 11 rematch. Buckle up. There's football coming your way, and it comes your way next.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Carter, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. Look wide, get this one complete. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Now here's Aaron Jones. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. His second grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
In motion, it's Jefferson. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll push forward for about a yard. Tommy Eichenberg, the former Buckeye, in there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get forward for a couple. And Landon Roberts in there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That'll be batted down. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. 3rd down coming up.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Jones to the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. On play action, here's McCarthy. He's got his big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
On now for the extra point, here's Will Riker. The kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. On the return is Dylan Laube. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now a give up the middle. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. And he's going to be taken down.
Blake Ashman on the tackle. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Chance now to match that opening touchdown. It is first and goal. Now, Gino. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now a handoff running right. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1. Setting up third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. A dive, and he's in. Touchdown, Vegas.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. And the Raiders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. A return now from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Vikings offense ready now for their second drive. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, first and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
McCarthy to the air on second down. He connects with Jordan Addison. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
Here's first and 10. Here's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Raiders offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake. It's Smith. That one complete. It's Ian Thomas. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Gino. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. And it's a big play. He's finally taken down. What a way to end the first. They can't wait to start the next quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Here's a run. And this one blown up. Good surge. Drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now from the 9. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? They know that play was coming, because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he's in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Vikings 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Open man, downfield, it's Hockenson. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Crosby there to wrap him up.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He's going to keep it himself.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A give to Jones, heading right. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
They run it once more with Jones. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. In motion, it's Jefferson. To try and run for the first down with Jones. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
That's a great job defensively. The goal of every defense in the NFL is to accomplish one of 2 things. Turnovers, force field goals. In this case, the big 3rd down stop is most likely going to lead to the latter. Really nice job there in the red zone.
On 4th down, on comes the rookie, Will Reichard, to try this Viking field goal. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Reichard had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. Laube now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Well, Raiders offense and Jacoby Myers set for their next drive. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. On first down, here's Geno to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And that will lead to a second down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. And some nice footwork as he spins forward for a yard. On fourth down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Vikings offense getting set to get back to work. Trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. A quick slant, looked in by Moore. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And a short gain there, down only to the 48. Here's 2nd and 9. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Raiders offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. Oh, gotta be careful here. Looks like they're just going to avoid the safety, but not by much. That was close to being a disaster.
All the offense is trying to do here is just get a little breathing room so that they can operate their entire system. For this defense, they sold out, brought pressure. And the offense is lucky that that one didn't result in 2.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, Smith. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith looking middle, and he's got Myers.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing is Smith. He's got the tight end Mayer. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the 1st half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Smith. That's caught left side by Bowers. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now the Raiders going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Smith to throw on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
The field goal unit going to come on for the Raiders. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. And that is no good. He missed it. And the lead holds steady at 4.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is McCarthy. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That's gonna be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Gino to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
To the ground, a first down run. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Play action now. It's Gino. Now he'll run. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Look at this. They go with their tight end on third down. Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38. Move those chains. First down.
It's the game of 3. First down, Las Vegas.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Now a run on first down. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
From the pistol, Smith. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Off the play fake, Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And the lead holds steady at 4.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Jones. And a good tackle out wide. Will hold them to a gain of just 3.
At the 47-yard line, a 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. Moore going in motion. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. On the ground now with Jones. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. On play action, here's McCarthy. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's 3rd and 7. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. gain there of 20. First down, Minnesota.
This quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league, but what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could, and leads to a nice pickup.
To the right side, this is Jones. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. He's got it at about the 8. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression, and at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Field goals and takeaways. That's the two goals anytime a defense finds themselves in a goal-to-go situation. Now after that first down sack, I think the odds are a little bit more in their favor. Can they hold up here on second and third down? And if they can make the offense settle for 3, man, that's a huge win for this defense.
Going in the wrong direction. Now second and goal from the 12. Running left, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes third and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings are back within a point. It's 14-13.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that could be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. Mostert now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, Gino. Finding his tight end there. And they'll be set up now. up past the 40 with that one.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Now a give up the middle, and he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Gino. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
First and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
2nd down, Smith. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Here's Gino. Taking off, he'll try to get there. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 38 yards.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on 3rd down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line. They'll stick with him again. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13.
Vikings 13.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Whoa! He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Off he goes.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
You let this go. Deep for Jefferson. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
On 2nd down, Smith. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On 1st down is Smith. He's going to tuck it and go. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
They'll go play action. It's Smith. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. They go play action with Smith. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Vegas. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Carlson now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They need to start making some inroads here, down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Third and 2, and here's McCarthy. A gain there of 11. It'll be a Vikings first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is McCarthy. He runs with it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
That's caught left side by Hawkinson. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. In motion, it's Jefferson. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Able to break a tackle as he powers forward 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
To throw is McCarthy. And he will score! Game on! J.J. McCarthy! Touchdown, Minnesota. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Mostert now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Start on the ground, and you'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. The Raiders have their punt team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he's He's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. It's 2nd down. Now McCarthy. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hawkinson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. A big play in the game now. 3rd down and 1. On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
He's going to go down. The pressure once again too much, and that should wrap this one up.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination of the power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all. First and 10 now from the 36. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.